We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside. David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star. But from his first seasons in the league, stardom was not assured. Even he said, "I never saw myself playing at this level. There were times I didn't know if I even belonged in the NBA. I guess you could say I'm surprised." Now, Kevin, every player has those doubts at the beginning, but few overcome them the way Kemba has.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. Boris, what are you going to be watching about these two teams who seem to be strong up front?
Yeah, I think certainly both have guys with size who also bring incredible skill to the game. And it's really hard to win this league without at least one elite player at one of the front court positions.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the one. And for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point guard. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Walker with it. Pass to Tatum. Now here's Tice. And there's the pass to Walker. A three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Heat now. It's Jones on the wing. Guarded by Walker. Jones, no luck. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Tatum. That one, no good. Excellent D that time from Jones. Here's Nunn. Guarded by Walker. Charity strike shot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Over in the corner, Brown. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Here's Nunn. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Robinson for three. Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
He had a nice open look right there. And that's now 6 points for Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown with the immediate answer from three-point territory. Yes, sir.
Here's Nunn.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Nunn. It's rebounded by Tice. Hayward outside. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Jones. In transition, here comes Miami. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the evening. And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Walker looking for an opening. And that one drops.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The Heat trail by 4. Well, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, A point guard who is in his prime. He's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
Boston leading by 4. Hayward on the wing. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And you look at Jaylen Brown, the third pick back in 2016, Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness, bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
Changes for Boston. Enes Kanter comes in for Daniel Tice. And Smart subbed in for Gordon Hayward. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Dragic against Walker. No good from Dragic.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The offensive rebound. The kick out to Brown from the arc. Miami grabs the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Adebayo against Kanter. Here's Crowder. Miami no good on that time either. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. 6-point lead. Brown wide open. He jump shot off the mark. The Heat have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Hero. And again, it's the Heat missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pulls it up. And it's Brown missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Here's Dragic from outside. And no good that time. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Well, the big expectations for the Celtics going into last season never translated to the success many thought they would have. The vast majority of experts predicted that the Celtics would be in the NBA Finals. They were unequivocally, I think, the most disappointing team in the league. They just couldn't put the pieces together.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
From the high post, count the basket. And the Celtics with possession here. 6-point game. Here's Wanamaker, defended by Crowder. Outside, Smart. Five on the clock. That one drops for him.
You know, this is in part what makes Marcus Smart very dangerous, right? He can slice into the defense. He's got that remarkable speed to get where he wants.
Now here's Dragic. Passes it to Adebayo. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Dragic. Kanter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Dragic. Lets it fly. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expired.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over?
And so it's Boston, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. You learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he...
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything.
Well, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Myers Leonard is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Dragic, and it's Hero in at the shooting guard. The Heat trail by 8. What's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, two guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back-to-the-basket force who you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting, Kevin, are Joel and AD to watch play?
They're thrilling. I would agree. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. Gordon Hayward comes in for Brown. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he can't get the first one. One of the bigger names on the free agent market this past year, Kemba Walker.
And it didn't take long for him to land with Boston to replace Kyrie. Hornets made an attempt but offered well below Kemba's value. I think Kemba's going to be a great fit in Boston.
The Heat trail by 9. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, the Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. Tatum. Another shot. The kick out to Walker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Here's Butler. Good work defensively by Smart. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick. That's his first foul. And Miami making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Celtics leading by 9. Up top, Walker. He's got 5, and he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Butler shoots over Walker. Butler can't get that one to fall. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
None can't get it to fall. Here's Boston now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Hayward can't hit. And Miami shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. He gets it in there.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Smart dishes to Hayward. Outside, Walker. Hayward trying to get open, and it's Walker that time on the assist by Hayward. Walker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics. Now a timeout called by Miami. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Well, you can see how dialed in Gordon Hayward can be. When he's on his game, the vision is exceptional.
Nunn passes to Jones. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Boston making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Jones against Tatum. Pass to Walker. 6 to shoot. Stolen away. Pass to Adebayo. Over Tice. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Adebayo. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The pass to Tice. Outside, Walker. They double-team Walker. Cantor inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. Cantor's shot is off. Stolen by Walker. This is his second trip to the free throw line. That free throw missing.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Brown comes in for Tatum, and Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Marcus Smart. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The Heat trail by 13. Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Robinson hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Wanamaker, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wanamaker's got his second bucket tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
There's Dragic with the three. Connects from three-point range. Dragic has got his third bucket of the night.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside, Walker. Crowder with the steal. This is it to Hero. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Walker with a clean look. Hits it from three-point range. Walker's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics. Iguodala outside. Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for the Boston Celtics. He totaled 14 points in the quarter.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He had 16 points and 1 assist. He struggled. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay.
Upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5. And Walker kicks to Tatum. Pass to Tice. Hayward on the wing, guarded by Robinson. Brown. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game. The Heat trail by 14. Here's Nunn. Got a piece of it.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Well, how about Jaylen Brown in transition, a phenomenal finisher in the open floor.
Here's Nunn. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Adebayo. Doris, if you had to list a player with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind. James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
And Hayward gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the Heat call time here.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Leonard in for Jones. Celtics also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Hayward finds Williams. Back to Hayward. Buries it down low. Hayward's got 4 points in the quarter. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Maybe not the biggest name in free agency, but Jimmy Butler, definitely a star player on the market.
A handful of teams were very interested in him, expressed interest in playing for Miami, and got his wish via sign and trade. We'll see if he can make them a contender in the East.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat, and then for Boston. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Smart subbed in for Walker. Here's Dragic from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Dragic has got 10 points in the game. Smart against Dragic. Smart passes to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. And Wanamaker's checked in for Tatum. Dragic looking for an opening. Off target with his three. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And the dunk by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Took him no time at all on that one. That's 12 points for Goran Dragic.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Back to Wanamaker. Got a hand on it.
Okay, Kelly Olynyk getting up high for that rejection. At 7 feet, that length comes in handy.
Again, Dragic missing. Celtics leading by 21. And he slams it one-handed.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brown kicks to Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Timeout.
Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And no doubt, coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And the Celtics making a change here. Cantor's checked in. It's hauled in by Hero.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And Brown over to help. And taken away by Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Boston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one goes. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. So he gets them both. There's 49 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Dragic. D right on him. Off on the layup.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Wanamaker misses. Miami's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Dragic gets the bucket.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
For Boston, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
To the left side. The three-pointer, no good. And Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got 8 points.
Attacking right there. Hayward using the strength that he has built up over the years to finish through contact.
And so it's Boston having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Hero. He's out there with Iguodala. Jay Crowder out there with Jones. And it's Silva in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Wanamaker misses. Heat shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Iguodala with the bucket. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, you love that Andre Iguodala seems to relish an opportunity to have contact and have to finish anyway.
Here's Hero. And the shot is good.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Boston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Cantor. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Iguodala with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Iguodala with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Iguodala.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Now a timeout called by Boston. So it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
No good on the free throw. And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Well, how about Jimmy Butler, guys, and the commitment to becoming a legit star in this league? Think about coming out of Marquette without a reputation to now one of the toughest covers in the league. Incredible story.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Walker. Nunn can't get it to fall. Boston leading by 22. Good on the shot. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, Jaylen Brown making it look easy right now. How about the strength in the post? It was like the defense wasn't even there, Kevin.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And he makes that one.
I tell you, you better protect the basketball around Jimmy Butler. The anticipation skills, he'll pick it clean from you.
Now here's Walker. He's guarded closely.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Robinson's checked in for the Heat. To the paint. Brown, good. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
Look, Kevin, when Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
And Butler gets it to go. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Picked him clean. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Tice passes to Brown. Tice with the ball. Adebayo on him. Tatum wide open. He fires one. His three-pointers off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
None. No good off the back of the rim.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
And here's Walker outside. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive long-distance shooter.
None. That's good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Boston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Sweet little floater.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Nunn. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice statistic.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
One free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both. Here's Dragic. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Williams.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Crowder against Brown. That free throw, no good.
And for Jaylen Brown at the free throw line, he has worked so hard on his mechanics, and that's paid dividends in terms of his confidence, guys.
Outside Dragic. From deep. Off target with that shot. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was